Baik, selamat malam Bapak Ibu yang sudah bergabung di ruang Zoom meeting. Baik, jika tidak terkendala, silakan bisa langsung untuk mengaktifkan kameranya. Sudah hadir Ibu Galuh, kemudian Ibu Rehana, Ibu Siti, Ibu Hernita, kemudian ada Bapak Irfan. Silakan Bapak Ibu lainnya, jika tidak terkendala juga bisa langsung untuk mengaktifkan kameranya ya. Saya izin untuk membuka kegiatan kita pada malam hari ini, Bapak Ibu. Sebelumnya, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Selamat malam, selamat datang, dan selamat bergabung Bapak Ibu pada pertemuan yang kedua ya di Diklat Nasional Bahasa Inggris bertema Teach English for Today Generation yang nanti akan di-sharingkan langsung oleh narasumber kita yang mungkin Bapak Ibu juga sudah berjumpa di pertemuan yang pertama. Barangkali Bapak Ibu juga sudah membaca flyer kegiatannya, jadi sudah mengenal harapannya siapa yang akan sharing ilmu juga pengalamannya kepada Bapak Ibu semua di malam hari ini. Bapak Ibu juga sangat terbuka ya jika ingin memperkenalkan diri dengan menuliskan nama dan asalnya dari mana, baik itu di kolom chat Zoom maupun di kolom chat live streaming YouTube Guru TV. Nah, nanti Bapak Ibu, selain pemaparan materi, juga ada sesi diskusi ya. Bapak Ibu bisa sampaikan pertanyaannya, bila mana kemarin belum berkesempatan untuk bertanya, nanti bisa disampaikan pada malam hari ini. Terkait link presensi, pendataan fasilitas, dan hal lain sebagainya, nanti akan admin kami infokan di grup peserta Bapak Ibu semua. Baik, kalau begitu mari kita berdoa terlebih dahulu agar kegiatan kita diberikan kelancaran dan juga memberikan keberkahan untuk kita semua. Berdoa menurut kepercayaan dan agama masing-masing, berdoa disilakan. Baik, berdoa selesai. Bapak Ibu sudah hadir pada malam hari ini. Narasumber kita yang akan sharing ilmunya kepada Bapak Ibu semua, Ibu Prisintia Aska A, selaku co-founder Mahir English Course. Selamat malam, Miss Tia.
Selamat malam, Miss Syafika.
Ya, kita berjumpa di pertemuan yang kedua. Sehat ya, Ibu Tia ya?
Alhamdulillah sehat.
Alhamdulillah. Semoga Bapak Ibu yang hadir juga selalu diberikan kesehatan dan juga semangat nih untuk mengikuti rangkaian acara di malam hari ini. Kalau begitu langsung saja, Ibu Tia, saya akan kembalikan kepada Miss Tia untuk bisa memaparkan materinya. Untuk itu, waktu dan layar disilakan.
Baik, terima kasih, Miss Syafika. Selamat malam, Bapak dan Ibu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah. Um, Kita ketemu lagi kalau mungkin ada yang baru ketemu malam ini. Salam kenal Bapak dan Ibu. Saya yang malam ini ditugaskan untuk berbagi di malam kedua ya. Bapak dan Ibu ada yang ingat nggak malam ini harusnya kita membahas tema apa? Kalau kemarin kan kita bahas sedikit tentang tips dan triks tentang listening and speaking ya, khususnya untuk membantu Bapak dan Ibu memecah beberapa aktivitas kekinian agar anak-anak kita lebih terlibat di dalam ruang kelas. So I would like to check if you still remember tonight what is the topic that we're going to talk together. And also I would like to ask and do a vote if you want me to speak in English or in Bahasa Indonesia for tonight's session. Boleh silahkan dikirimkan di kolom chat. Bapak dan Ibu berkenan saya menggunakan bahasa Inggris atau bahasa sudah ada yang oke English baik. Seperti biasa mungkin saya akan combine, so I will be combining both 50-50. Yes, Miss Steffi. So I'm gonna call all of you Miss and Mr. Because I assume all of us who join tonight's session, we are all teaching English classes, teaching English to our students. So tonight's topic is actually, we're going to talk a bit about some tips. I would like to share some tips that you can do, that you can teach to be able to improve your students' literacy skills or reading skills in English. Bapak dan Ibu, I'm Tia. I'm the co-founder of Mahir English course. We have this English course for adults, also for professionals and kids. You can find us on our website and our Instagram. But tonight, my role is to share with you of some teaching tips as well, because I also have a background of education technology professional. I'm the country manager for Asia Pacific for ClassPoint and EdCafe. So I will be using both products actually to ease me in share the teaching tips for all of you tonight. So what we're gonna do, Bapak dan Ibu, I will be sharing my screen. And please feel free if you do have any questions, you can send in on the Zoom chat, or later we can actually discuss together. You can raise your hand and we are going to discuss the questions together. I'm going to share my screen. I hope you are able to see my screen now. Can I see some reactions if you are able to see the screen? You can send, I don't know, thumbs up or yes, visible on the Zoom chat, so I know that I am not alone in here. Are you able to see my screen, Bapak dan Ibu? Yes, great, thank you, Ms. Susilawati. Excellent, okay, yes. So we have some thumbs up here. Thank you, Bapak dan Ibu. Excellent. So allow me to share the slide in here. So Bapak dan Ibu, I have some limitations in my knowledge, but I will do my best to share some best practices or some ideas that you can use to teach in your class. First things first, this is my title for tonight's session, Reimagining Reading, Empowering Gen Alpha and Z to Excel in English Literacy. So I hope that this can be a guide for modern Indonesian educators, because now we're not only competing with the curriculum that we need to complete, and we're not only competing with the students that we need to empower, but also we're competing with technology. First things first, I would like to invite you to join my class. As usual, I'm using ClassPoint, but Ibu, please use any device you have. I will be using this link. Let me share on the Zoom chat. Join my class, right? You can click that link and then you can join the class. You can use any devices you have. You can use your mobile phone or your laptop if you're using your laptop to watch the live stream tonight, and join the class, because we're going to have some interactive activities using ClassPoint. Or if this is the first time you're using ClassPoint, you can open any browser, go to classpoint.app, and then key in the class code is 35191 and join with your name. Thank you. For all of you who have joined my class early, I will be giving star for everyone. Okay, wait, I think, am I able to, let me just stop share, Bapak dan Ibu. I don't think, sebentar ya. I'm the co-host, okay. Oh, okay, there you go. I think you have received your stars just now. All right, let me reshare again, Bapak dan Ibu. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. All right. You can see my screen now. Excellent. Okay, so I will be starting this activity. Bapak dan Ibu, you who have joined my class, there are 15 of you. Feel free to share your answer. So I'm collecting my responses. Let me just, sorry, before you actually enter anything, Bapak dan Ibu, let me just refresh my ClassPoint. Okay, this is what happens with technology, yeah? There are things beyond our control, but let me just restart that again. While waiting, Bapak dan Ibu, you are still able to join my class. Let me just restart my PPT. Boleh juga Bapak dan Ibu, boleh di-share dong Bapak dan Ibu dari kota mana saja. Tadi saya sudah lihat ada yang dari luar Pulau Jawa ya. Wah, ternyata kita banyak yang dari luar Pulau Jawa juga. Ada dari Samarinda, Kaltim, Sukabumi, Sumatera Barat. Wah, ternyata kita ditemani oleh Bapak dan Ibu pengajar hebat di seputaran Nusantara ya. Okay. I get my slides back, Bapak dan Ibu. Let me just restart my slide. Just making sure it's working properly. It is now. And let me just reshare my screen. Okay, great. So I'll be starting this activity. I have a question in here. I would like to encourage all of you to actually join my class. Go to classpoint.app, key in 35191, and then please answer this question. What are the challenges you are facing when trying to improve your students' literacy level? Right. Challenges-nya apa aja sih Bapak dan Ibu, boleh di-share ya, curhat dong ya, malam ini kita curhat dong. There are 2 submissions I already received. Let me just open this. Let me open the responses. Pronunciation, lack of vocabulary, okay. So literacy ya Bapak dan Ibu ya. Literacy level, reading skill lah ya. Students interest, aha. I feel you, Mrs. Dwi Retni. Lack of vocab and not able to speak English fluently. Okay, yes. Student who don't think English important. On point, Mr. Irfan. That's a very valid statement. They have less vocab. Yes. Some of students are not interested in learning English. Yes, I feel you, Miss and Mr. Students often say English is difficult and less vocabulary. Less vocab, have no motivation, bored, okay. A compilation of things. Lack of students' interest in English. On point. Students bored because they don't understand the meaning. Okay, that's another thing. Limited vocab and lack of motivation. So we have motivation again here. Lack of vocab. Okay. And last entrance is lack of vocab. Lots of lack of vocab. All right. Thank you. Oh, last one is this is a very good point. The students are bored to read, especially a long text. Izin saya minum. Okay, great. That's a very great point. Thank you, everyone. And also English is difficult for some students, yeah? Not interested to read. Okay. Yes, so tonight's topic, we're going to talk about what are the hacks or ideas, activities that we can use to improve their interest in reading and to add more vocabulary to their vocab bank. I'll close the submission. Thank you, everyone who have participated. And let me put stars to everyone. Okay. On point, Bapak dan Ibu, thank you so much. So this is the classroom reality. So why the traditional approach to silent reading? Silent reading adalah biasanya kita nyuruh satu orang or everyone open page 20 and then we appointed one person, ask that person to do to read a passage and the others are doing a silent reading. They're listening and they're reading. But hey, actually, it is no longer enough for today's, here you go, connected generation. What is connected generation? Yesterday, we talked a bit, yeah, Bapak dan Ibu, about how Gen Z learn, and you already know how they are. So this is the Indonesian digital portrait that we are facing every single day in our classroom. The first thing is rapid consumption. So students are habituated to the scroll. And it is already being designed that way now that our students are not only habituated but addicted to the scroll. So they process information in snippets, ya. Dikit, dikit, dikit gitu. Bacanya headlines doang, doang gitu. Kadang ya. Cepat, nggak tertarik, scroll lagi. Nggak tertarik, scroll lagi. Cepat sekali perpindahannya. And visual cues rather than, apalagi kalau ketemu ini nih, dense paragraphs. And the literacy gap, that's where it actually came. While tech usage is at an all-time high, deep comprehension of English text remains a significant challenge in national assessments. Ya, jadi ini tantangan se-Indonesia Raya ya, Bapak dan Ibu. Kita setuju dulu deh sama yang ini, setuju nggak kira-kira ya? Bahwa ini adalah potret kehidupan anak remaja kita zaman sekarang. Generasi Z, Alpha, bahkan ke milenial, bahkan ke boomer ya. Jadi all generations having this kind of habit ya, atau addictive. Saya stop social media, ini masuk ke tahun ketiga Bapak dan Ibu, and I can hear my head clearer now. Uh, Tadinya tuh kepala saya ribut gitu ya kalau kalau sosial media, karena sosial media kan berebutan dan tidak nggak nyambung satu sama lain gitu kan. That's how the algorithm works, and that is how our students are spending their time every single day. Now, this is where we are now. Average PISA, or the International Assessment Skill Assessment ya, anak-anak kita. 359, ini adalah reading score kita, average-nya segini. Singapura 1.600 berapa gitu ya. Jadi Singapura itu nomor 1 sedunia, Indonesia nomor 60 berapa gitu, 62 kalau nggak salah ya. So that is why we need to be the one who make the change, a small change within our small classroom. This is a call to an innovation, Bapak dan Ibu. So our students are brilliant. They're brilliant digital explorers. Nah, the gap lies not in their ability, but in our engagement methods, how we actually break down information to them. Nah, ini challenge-nya memang ya. But we must meet them where they live, which is the digital world. And today's topic about reading skills, I will be sharing a few tips, but then this is something that we need to think and sync together. Is the problem that students don't like reading, or that they don't like reading what we give them? Imagine if a student need to open books and then all the teaching materials are in a textbook. They need to read. Sometimes they need to memorize things as well. Now, sometimes we avoid to be challenged in such ways. Tapi mudah-mudahan satu line ini bisa menggelitik ya, menggelitik alam edukasi kita. Apakah anak-anak emang nggak suka baca, atau jangan-jangan mereka nggak suka baca apa yang kita kasih? Karena mereka kan milih bacaannya sendiri ya. Tadi tentang the scroll itu ya, Bapak dan Ibu, cepet banget. 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Even the first 5 seconds, if it's not engaging, if it's not interesting for them, they will just skip it and go to the next scroll, right? So that's what actually happened in our today's generation. So tonight I will try to share 5 modern strategies, practical, low cost, and high impact tips, inshallah, for your English classroom tonight. So first is scanning and multimodality. Apa sih ini scanning and multimodality? Number 1, scanning adalah the gamified scan. Jadi kita bisa mimic the scroll. Kita ikutin caranya the scroll. Give students 30 seconds to find 3 specific facts in a text. Teksnya nggak boleh panjang-panjang. kita harus coba kasih teksnya nih. Jadi kalau Bapak dan Ibu perhatikan, saya kasih dari tadi Bapak dan Ibu teksnya dikit-dikit biar enak dibaca ya. Nah, ini ya segini-segini gitu. Karena sekarang anak-anak kita memang terbatas. Layar handphone mereka, teksnya nggak banyak-banyak dengan platforms yang banyak sekarang ada Threads, X, X-nya Twitter dulu ya. Instagram dan TikTok tidak hanya berisi teks tapi juga video. Jadi akan kalah pastinya kalau kita kasih satu page page of English literature full in text. Wah, kebayang kata ya. Gimana mereka lose banget interestnya. Nah, we can mimic the scroll. So give students 30 seconds to find three specific facts in a text. So we can speed builds confidence and vocabulary recognition. Ini dulu supaya mereka mau engage, supaya nantinya kalau mereka dikasih yang panjang, yang condensed itu nggak berat gitu ya, nggak kaget. Nah, jadi bertahap. Jadi kalau misalnya di semester ini ujiannya tentang apa topik tertentu, nah kita kasih sedikit-sedikit dulu, kita irisin dikit-dikit dulu gitu ya. Ini salah satu cara yang bisa dipakai. And the next one is multimodal reading. So you can pair a text with a TikTok or YouTube short and ask, what did the text explain that video missed? Jadi kira-kira tadi videonya tentang apa, terus teksnya ada yang hilang nggak gitu ya. Dan ini banyak sekali Bapak dan Ibu, bertebaran banyak sekali ya di sosial media ya. Bapak dan Ibu cukup cek, cari, atau kalau Bapak dan Ibu suka pakai Gemini, find me some sources in YouTube that can help my students do a pairing text with a TikTok or YouTube short. You can do that. And this also builds critical thinking for them because mereka akan mikir gitu ya, videonya kok dia nangis tapi kok di teksnya nggak tertulis dia nangis ya gitu. Something like that. Nanti kita akan ada practice bersama ya insya Allah. So this is just an example, Bapak dan Ibu. I took this screenshot from Threads. So this is a viral post. This post hit 950K views. Going viral on Threads is not about luck. Here are 3 reasons why it went viral. Tidak banyak preambon atau introduction ya, semua hit, short and direct. Jadi ceritanya ini dia post di thread dan banyak peminatnya gitu, banyak yang lihat. Dia bilang, me at 17, alcohol, partying, video games. No, me at 20, gym, studying, building my business. A lot can change in just 3 years. Nah, ini terus dikupas sama dia. Kenapa dia bisa jadi viral? Satu, karena it's relatable. Because social media is full of fake flexes and polished nonsense. This is a raw, real transformation. Feels honest, feels personal, feels like their story too. Jadi ini yang setiap hari konsumsinya murid-murid kita ya Bapak dan Ibu ya. Sependek-pendek ini, se-straightforward ini. Jadi mereka bisa fokus ke kata-kata yang diperkenalkan di sini gitu ya. Jadi tidak hanya ini, nah ini saya mau contohkan satu aktivitas yang bisa kita gunakan ke anak didik kita jika kita ingin coba mengupas bareng-bareng topik hangat dikemas dalam berita tapi dikemas dengan kemasan yang menarik ya. Lagi-lagi mimicking their scroll. This one. So we know that just a few days ago there was a train crash, right? And it also exposes Indonesia's fragile transport system. Now, this is the headline, right? And then this is actually, as you can see, there are many slides on this post. And this is the subheadline, how the recent train, so how introducing, jadi mereka tahu expectationsnya adalah ada segini banyak scroll, and ini akan ngebahas tentang how the recent train crash exposes errors within Indonesia's rail network and green essence questionable drivers. Wah, itu ya udah menantang ya. Dan dari satu ini sudah kita bisa kupas. Ditambah ada meme-nya. Nah, it's all about meme now. Nowadays, not only meme, but also um, reels, right? Videos and stuff. And you can see that, oh, this is government, nyalahin KAI, KAI nyalahin Green SM, kira gitu lah ya. Nah, ini yang nge-trigger mereka untuk baca lebih lanjut, right? So this kind of bait. Siapa bilang post dari Instagram nggak bisa kita buat jadi pembelajaran? Bisa banget. Jadi misalnya ini topik yang cukup pelik kan ya, dan cukup panjang untuk dibahas. And you can see how actually I'm taking this from e-commerce Instagram account. Jadi di breakdown, so what happened on Monday night, gini-gini. Nah, uh, ini cukup kondens, tapi dibantu dengan underline yang ada. Jadi anak didik kita tahu mana yang important for them to read through or to focus at, right? Even there's an illustration as well in here. So this is a kind of topic, a kind of reading materials that we are able to share with our students. Again, because it's really similar of what they are seeing every single day. Mungkin Bapak dan Ibu ada metode yang lain, nanti di akhir saya akan mengundang Bapak dan Ibu untuk share juga. But again, this is just the first and the second idea of the gamified scan and multimodal reading. So for the gamified scan, we actually can share this with them, and then can you scan this and then highlight kata-kata mana yang kita perlu pelajari misalnya, atau dari semua teks ini mana sih kata-kata yang kamu penasaran artinya, nanti kita kupas bareng misalnya gitu. Jadi misalnya, oh, exposes apa sih Bu gitu ya, nanti kita kupas ya, terus kita bisa gali lagi. Exposes itu bisa digunakan di kalimat seperti ini, A, B, C gitu ya. Terus di sini ada occurred. Occurred itu apa sih Bapak dan Ibu? Ya. Jadi kita kasih tadi ya, kita iris sedikit-sedikit, tidak perlu greng sebanyak yang biasa kita bawakan, misalnya dalam textbook yang available. So we actually can give something that is fresh for them to see, and again, mimicking the scroll that they have. So this is idea number one, Bapak dan Ibu, and I will be sharing a second. Oh, no, not a second. A third idea. Word pairing or highlighting. I have prepared a few examples, Bapak dan Ibu, and again, I'm using ClassPoint, but you don't have to use the same platform as I do. You can use any kind of platform or not using any platform at all, just the idea. So gamify your reading. Gen Alpha and Z love to do games, right? Why not gamifying the way they should read English articles? So by gamifying, this is an example of word pairing and highlighting. So we can let students read short sentences. Again, this is important because we need to introduce them, right? And then pair the words with the right explanations bit by bit. So then we can also build the right sentence together. Maksudnya apa sih? Ini saya sudah siapkan beberapa contoh. Yang pertama, misalnya saya mau perkenalkan tentang adjectives. Nah, adjectives nih barang nggak mudah gitu ya, untuk diperkenalkan ke anak-anak kita. Dan ini bisa dilihat bahwa ceritanya kan apa nih, teksnya cukup condensed gitu ya. Kita kenalin adjectives sambil kita cerita. Oke, find the adjectives that described Luna. Ini namanya Luna nih ya. Jadi Luna ini adalah dia adalah fox. Fox itu apa sih? Rubah ya. Rubah planet. Jadi ceritanya cerita khayalan atau fiksi, tapi kita disuruh cari adjectives. Nah, adjectives itu adalah yang menggambarkan karakter Luna, apa namanya, penampilan Luna seperti apa. Itu adalah adjectives. Misalnya kita mau adjectives versus nouns. Nah, ini kita perkenalkan sedikit di sini. Terus misalnya kalau kita sudah pernah kasih beberapa kata-kata adjectives, and then we ask them to skim through and find out. They don't have to read from here to here, but they can just, read, okay, remarkable. This one is adjectives. And then, oh, we have bright, pretty, fluffy, something like this, right? So you can invite them to find these words, focus on it, give time limitations, 30 seconds to find it out. I use word cloud in ClassPoint in here. So I collected, oops, sorry, it's jumbled up. So I collected the answers in here. Jadi sekelas tuh bisa lihat, oh, terus mereka sambil bisa, saya kecilin ya. Alright. So sambil mereka bisa skim through. Bright, oh ya ada bright di sini. Pretty, yes pretty. Terus ada fluffy, yes fluffy. Oh ini tuh adjectives. Jadi cantik, terus dia fluffy gitu ya, gendut. Nah, itu adalah adjectives, kata-kata adjectives. So there are also brave, sparkling, remarkable, and others, right? So this is a simple way to find the adjective words to describe Luna. And it's a fun way because everyone gets to participate, and not only participating, they get to see the entire answers from the whole class. So again, this is an example that you can use, Bapak dan Ibu, or if you're using your whiteboard, you can actually, can you open page 12? And then there's this article, all right? Can you find adjectives? And then maju satu persatu, semua harus maju. Tulis satu kata di depan yang ditemukan, yang belum ditemukan teman-temannya, misalnya gitu ya. Misalnya Thomas udah nulis pretty, oke, next. Maria tulis fluffy gitu ya. Maju ke depan. So they need to experience. Besok malam kita final terakhir, final kayak Piala Dunia ya. Kita akan ngebahas tentang writing, but now it's all about reading because they need to skim through, right? They need to recognize the words and the category. So this is an idea on how you are able to have this activity to introduce about adjectives with your students. The next word is, I actually would like to invite you, teachers, Bapak dan Ibu, to please highlight the proper word for each sentence. I'm using slide drawing in here. I will be activating the button now. So all of you who have joined my class, if you haven't joined my class, please do so. I will be sharing the link here. So you can click this link and then join my class, or you can open classpoint.app and then key in class code 35191, key in your name, and do the activity together with us. You can open the slide, you can choose the annotations on your side, and then please highlight the proper word for each sentence. This is a formal email, right? If you are teaching a secondary or higher ed students, there's some activities that you can do with your students. I will be providing 5 minutes for you to finish this activity, Bapak dan Ibu, and then we are going to discuss the result later. While waiting, I think, okay, thank you, Miss Gallo. Thank you for sharing. Less vocab. This was the activity that we did in the beginning, yeah? Okay, so I'll be waiting for 3 more minutes then. Okay, we already have 2 answers submitted. So I will be waiting around 3 more minutes, Bapak dan Ibu. Feel free to complete. So I am writing with reference or regarding to our telephone conversation this morning about your order 894 LG. I must, which one? Regret or apologize for the delay in processing this order. I can now confirm the goods have been shipped and should reach atau arrive, ayo. You within 10 working days. we have taken special caution or care to make sure that items are exactly as you requested. Once again, please accept or have our apologize. If you have any further questions, do not hesitate or stop to contact me. Okay, so this is quite fun, and you actually can change the context. Doesn't have to be a formal writing email like such. You can change it into something fun. Today, I went slash go to the park, and then I bought slash look for ice cream, something like that. So you can change that. Okay, 3 minutes already, and we have a couple of Bapak dan Ibu already sent through the answer. This one belum ada jawabannya. I will just delete. Mrs. Julie and Miss Siti, you are able to repeat, yeah. From Pak Irfan Kurniawan, I am writing with reference to our telephone conversation. I must apologize for the delay. Okay. I can now confirm the goods have been shipped and should reach you. Okay. And then this one is taken special care. Please accept. Okay. All right. Thank you. Here you go. So you can see how they are processing their thinking process upon this activity that you share with them, right? And the way they give answers to you, they don't have to write it down. They just need to annotate on the slide. This makes them focus on reading these short words, short sentences, so they are able to grasp the meaning and understand the context, right? Thank you, everyone. Great. And what you also can do, Pak Johande, allow me to use yours. Let me insert this as a slide while waiting for the others to share. I can actually do a real-time feedback. So this is from our friend, Pak Johande, and this is the answers. Let's discuss it together. Pak Johande, you said I am writing with reference instead of regarding. Why do you think it's reference? Why not regarding? So this is something that you are able to discuss with the entire class using the answers that they just submitted with the activity. So again, this is just an example on how you are able to do this activity with your students. Thank you, everyone. Allow me to close the submission, and I will everyone. Great, excellent. Yeah, so this is an idea that you can use, Bapak dan Ibu. Let me check the hour. Okay. This is another one using the same thing. We're not going to do this activity, but this is just an idea. So identify the correct explanation for each sentences. I prefer pizza over burgers. Ayo, kira-kira maksudnya apa tuh? Maksudnya because, nah ini ada, di sini ada cheesy and super yummy. Nah, biasanya kan pizza itu cheesy ya. Nah, kayaknya yang ini nih gitu. So my favorite place is the beach. Why? Yang mana nih? Because yang mana kira-kira? I think this one, because I can make colorful and creative pictures because it's the beach. This one is I love using crayons in art class. Oh, I think this one. Because I can make colorful and creative pictures. Sandcastles baru yang beach ya. Now, this is the reasoning, pairing another activity that you are able to do with your students. Again, it doesn't have to be this way. It could be just a picture of an apple and then which one is apple, and then they can draw the line. It doesn't have to be writing all the time, but they can recognize the word. That's what is most important. So then they feel interested, they feel they are having fun while they're learning English. And the final example that I have here is using fill in the blank. There we did the cinema, right? We have tickets, popcorn. This is the same thing. If you are teaching this category, ini namanya apa sih? Saya lupa ya. Kayaknya ada judulnya ya, yang urutan ya, urutan. Um, so they can use which one? If it's the beginning of a sentence, are you using after that or first or finally, right? Something like that. So make it fun. Make it procedure text. Thank you, Pak. Itu bagus Ade. Excellent. Yeah, that's the topic. Procedure. Yes. So this is a fun way. You can change this into cooking, maybe. If you remember yesterday, I shared with you that ChatGPT can create the recipe steps by steps with the pictures. I actually get these pictures generated by ChatGPT as well. And you can put it in your class, and then even ya, Bapak dan Ibu, this one page is sufficient for your one-time teaching in the classroom that day. Nggak apa-apa, nggak perlu ngajarin yang banyak-banyak, tapi anak-anak benar-benar familiar, benar-benar stick to their head. First, digunakannya kapan dan kenapa. After that itu kenapa digunakan kapan, gitu ya. Terus bisa diganti dengan kalimat yang lain pastinya ya. Yeah, that's that. So those are the examples that we have, Bapak dan Ibu. Oh, I have the final one. This one is a jumble word. You can rearrange the words to form a correct sentence. In here, I can, again, I'm using ClassPoint, so then I can choose my student randomly using a wheel name, and then the chosen student, Pak Husni misalnya ya, Pak Husni, can you come up the floor, or can you stand up and then can you try to rearrange the words? Instead of reading a passage, why don't we do this, one-liner sentences? And then we can actually even extend it, and we can ask it to change it into a formal tone. Kalau lebih formal lagi, gimana kira-kira kata apa yang diganti gitu ya? Nah, ini a different way, a different approach to actually introduce that reading is fun and to improve the literacy level with your students. The next one that I have the idea, we'll just, karena kita tadi mulainya agak terlambat, saya agak percepat sedikit. This one is high interest and low stakes. Again, balik ke social media, mimicking the scroll that they have. So we can leverage authentic realia. Seru ya namanya, realia. Ini menu ya, menu Bapak dan Ibu, menu restoran. So we can actually use menu. I know that you use this a lot as well. Menu and brochures. Real world utility lowers anxiety. Ya. Jadi karena mereka udah familiar dan burger is something that they like to eat, or French fries also something that they like to eat as well. Or you can give out Burger King. Nah, ini menunya Burger King nih kira-kira. Yuk kita bahas yuk tentang tadi kalau mau procedural text, misalnya pesen burger, maunya yang mana? Oke, kira-kira kalau pakai mushroom sauce itu berarti urutannya apa aja gitu. Nah, tapi menggunakan sesuatu yang mereka sudah familiar. Or social media threads, lagi-lagi familiar formats encourage skimming. Jadi screenshotnya diambil langsung dari Instagram, dari TikTok gitu ya. Oh, this is something that I'm familiar with. So create a high interest and low stakes ya. Jadinya ringan untuk mereka bisa pergunakan. And game logs. Nah, ini yang menarik nih. High interest drives the desire to understand. Anak-anak kita sekarang kalau main game kan kebangetan ya. Ponakan-ponakan saya kebangetan kalau main game ya. Tapi ada beberapa game yang ngajarin mereka bahasa Inggris justru. Contoh deh, ini pasti beberapa ibu familiar with Roblox, right? So we're not the one who introduced what is a garden to them. So they know garden is taman, isinya buah-buahan, sayur-sayuran from a game. So seeds itu apa? Adalah benih gitu, because they need to buy seeds, they need to grow it, right? They learn grow from the game. So if we can use the game that they're playing and then include that in our teaching, that will be something that can bring, they will be able to bring that home with them and stick to their head. And, you know, it is a little bit of effort for us to find what's really unique and mimicking their daily life and activities. But by doing this, we hope that it will be able to, tick their interest, add the vocabularies without having to shove or nyuapinnya kegedean nasinya, sendoknya kebesaran juga gitu ya. Jadi kita suapinnya dikit-dikit sambil bawain apa yang suka mereka bawakan atau mereka lakukan sehari-hari. And last but not least, this is an old trick, classic, but works all the time, which is shadow reading, Bapak dan Ibu. Use short clips as bait. Use 30-second YouTube clips, movie scenes, vlogs, or shorts with subtitles, and then delete the subtitles, something like that. Have students dub or shadow the speaker in real time. Why it works? It bridges the gap between reading and listening. Nah, jadi ini kita jahit sama topik kita yang kemarin tuh, listening. Reading, listening, and speaking pada akhirnya, right? Three different things in one activity. So students learn to process English at a natural speed. And the visual context helps them understand tone and rhythm without the stress of a traditional lecture, ya. Kan nggak semua dari kita adalah aktor dan aktris yang bisa berintonasi, tapi kalau kita hadirkan seperti ini, mereka jadi, oh marah tuh gini ya. Oh, kaget tuh gini ya gitu. I'm going to play this 4 minutes video, Bapak dan Ibu, to give you the picture of how you're able to bring this in your classroom and get your students to learn this way. So this video, the first part, it doesn't have any subtitle at all. And then it will repeat the same part. On the second part, it will have the subtitle. Jadi kalau kita posisikan diri kita jadi student, mereka akan, oh maksudnya tadi ngomongnya ini, oke. Dan yang ketiga, di situ mereka suruh nebak, kira-kira word yang di-stress, yang di-focus itu words yang mana aja. Yang ketiga diulang lagi, tapi dengan ada yellow highlight on the stress words, so they can mimic. They can speak. So from this 4 minutes short video, they're able to hear or listen, and then they read because they're shadow reading. They read and they are watching how the native speakers are speaking the words, and after that, they get the chance to speak it out. So I'm going to play this video for all of you, Bapak dan Ibu. Let me just... Let's just watch it in YouTube.
It's not much, but it's home.
I think it's brilliant.
Where have you been? Harry, how wonderful to see you, dear. Bed's empty, no note, car gone. You could have died. You could have been seen. Of course, I don't blame you, Harry, dear.
They were starving him, Mum. There were bars on his window.
Well, you best hope I don't put bars on your window, Ronald Weasley. Come on, Harry. Time for a spot of breakfast. Here we are, Harry. Now, tuck in. That's it. There we go.
Mummy, have you seen my jumper?
Yes, dear, it was on the cat.
How?
What did I do?
Ginny, she's been talking about your summer. Bit annoying, really.
Listen again with subtitles and try to identify the stress words.
It's not much, but it's home.
I think it's brilliant.
Where have you been? Harry, how wonderful to see you, dear. Bed's empty, no note, car gone. You could have have died. You could have been seen. Of course, I don't blame you, Harry, dear.
They were starving him, Mum. There were bars on his window.
Well, you best hope I don't put bars on your window, Ronald Weasley. Come on, Harry. Time for a spot of breakfast. Here we are, Harry. Now, tuck in. That's it. There we go.
Mummy, have you seen my jumper?
Yes, dear, it was on the cat.
Hello.
What did I do?
Ginny, she's been talking about your summer. Bit annoying, really.
Now it's your turn. Repeat after each sentence and put the stress on the yellow words.
It's not much, but it's home.
I think it's brilliant.
Where have you been? Harry, how wonderful to see you, dear. Bed's empty, no note, car gone. You could have died. You could have been seen. Of course, I don't blame you, Harry, dear.
So I'm gonna stop it there. I hope that's give a bit of entertainment for all of us, but that's actually how it works. We can see that on the first part, it has no subtitles, and then the second part, it has the subtitle. So student will get and do the shadow reading, read while seeing the actors and actresses actually say it out loud because they're the native speakers. And then the third part, which is this part, our students get to mimic and repeat the sentence after hearing it, and even put the stress word so they are able to do the right intonation with it. So this simple activity, Bapak dan Ibu, can actually give a bit of joy in your class, I hope. I'll go back to our presentation here. So that's how shadow reading, it's an old trick. It's classic, but it actually works. I use this a lot in my class. So just oops, sorry, it starts again. This is an engagement comparison, Bapak dan Ibu. So this is based on a survey based on classroom observation of student engagement and participation rates. While using traditional textbook reading, the engagement is at 45%, and multimodal and social reading, if we use that techniques, that's ideas, this is actually 92%, because again, they are reading something that is familiar to them. That is actually what they are seeing every single day. So it's actually gain interest for them to be involved and also start to love reading English sentences, English articles, English texts as well. So I would like to invite everyone, Bapak dan Ibu, again, please use ClassPoint. So you can share your classroom experience and ideas to ease students in mastering their English reading skills. Again, using short answer, please feel free to share. Your ideas might inspire other teachers. Maybe the experience or the things that you already use in the class, share that with us, and then that could help us build our next activities to be able to improve the literacy level of our students, and hoping that it will gain interest for them to start loving English, start wanting to be involved in each lessons that you have. And also, by the end of the day, of course, what we want is we hope that whatever lessons or materials that we are providing them, they are able to use it in the future jadi bekal masa depan mereka ya, Bapak dan Ibu. So please feel free to share your ideas, your experience, and while waiting, you can share your questions. So let's ignite the curiosity of our students together in this English literacy in the digital era. Terima kasih, Bapak dan Ibu. So that's the end of my presentation. But again, I will be still waiting for your inspirations here. Oh, we already have some. Send your question. Apa nih? Oh, oke. Terima kasih Miss Galuh. Oh, tadi harusnya Miss atau Bapak nih, Mister ya. Tadi kirimnya di ini ya, di apa slide drawing, but that's okay. While waiting, I will just check if there's any question from Zoom. Oke. Oh, ya ada peringatan 17 Agustus dari Miss Syafika. Waktunya sebentar lagi habis. Yes, akan saya tutup sebelum kita masuk ke tanya jawab. Ini akan saya buka dulu. More and more practices which relate to the real life experience. Thank you, Mr. Irfan. Jumbled letters, crossword puzzle. Excellent. Thank you for the idea. Because I'm an elementary English school, I do show picture with the sentence below and also through singing together. Wah, keren. Watching an interesting story video. Thank you, Miss or Mr. Neri. I have them game which is focused in memorizing their vocabulary such as flying tissue game. We want to know more details about flying tissue game. You can share the details on Zoom maybe, or if you guys have a shared WhatsApp or Telegram group together, please share your ideas because this is really helpful and inspiring for activities in our classroom. Pieces of text in a genre. All right. I will keep this open, Bapak dan Ibu. And you know what? What I will do, I will share this inspiring ideas to everyone. I will share it through the comment panitia ya. Nanti bisa dibagikan sama teman-teman dari iGuru. Jadi Bapak dan Ibu bisa ada ide ini ya. Kalau bisa dikirimkan lebih lengkap lagi, lebih seru ya. Alright, so that's actually the end of my presentation for tonight, Bapak dan Ibu. I hope that is beneficial. It's just a small part that I can share tonight, but I hope that you can get some ideas and you can start to use it in your next teaching schedule. I'll give the floor back to Miss Syafika. Terima kasih, Miss Syafika.
Ya, baik. Terima kasih kembali, Miss Tia Aska, atas pemaparan materinya pada malam hari ini. Bapak Ibu silakan. Selanjutnya kita akan membuka sesi diskusi atau tanya jawab, Bapak Ibu. Bagi Bapak Ibu yang ingin ngobrol langsung dengan Miss Tia, boleh raise hand saja, nanti saya berikan aksesnya. Kemudian jika ingin dituliskan di kolom chat Zoom maupun kolom chat live streaming YouTube juga diperkenankan. Silakan. Baik, ada Miss Weni, kemudian ada Miss Syukriyah, ada Miss Birgita. Barangkali ada yang ingin ditanyakan? Oke, sudah ada yang raise hand. Dari Miss Weni, selamat malam. Tadi sempat raise hand ya, Miss? Oke. Ya, silakan bisa memperkenalkan diri dan menyampaikan inti pertanyaannya.
Selamat malam. Mohon maaf nggak masang background ini soalnya saya pakai handphone. So actually I'd like to ask perhaps you have inspiration for us, the vocational school teachers, about how to teach text, which is for the 11 or 12 graders, we should teach English for specific purposes. Jadi kalau di kelas 11 dan 12 itu kan kami di SMK harus mengajar ISP based on their major, berdasarkan jurusan mereka. Mungkin ada ada yang bisa di-share ke kita teknik apa? Karena kalau teks teknik itu kan sometimes boring ya. Nah, mungkin ada bisa sharing gimana biar bisa lebih fun lagi gitu. Terima kasih, thank you.
Thank you. Miss Wening, if I can have you on the line, still please on the line ya, kita kayak lagi teleponan.
Oke.
Miss Wenning, you mentioned about specific purposes for the vocational students. May I know one or two samples of the specific purposes so that I can help probably?
Now I teach mesin engineering. Saya
Okay.
mengajar teknik mesin.
Yes. Oh,
Jadi
so at the moment you're
tekniknya
teaching teknik mesin dan anak-anak laki itu ya harus belajar bahasa Inggris with specific purpose for the machine itself.
yes, true.
Okay.
Based on the
Yeah.
curriculum memang harus kontekstual kan, harus kita
Yes.
bawa ke sana gitu. Nah, mungkin ada ide-ide lain yang menyegarkan. Kalau teks kan quiet long ya. Ini tadi saya dapat inspiration running detection. Oke juga nih kayaknya gitu. Perhaps there is still other ideas for us.
Okay. So while actually asking machine learning in cars. Okay. Saya pakai metode lagi-lagi YouTube ya, Miss Wening. So actually you are able to, I know the anak-anak yang teknik, mereka all about spare parts, right? Cars parts
Yes.
atau engineering part, right? We actually have in YouTube, you have a lot of videos talking about parts of the cars and how they are able to modify it, or how they are able to speed up the parts so then their car or their devices are able to improve as well. Nah, ini tuh ada orang-orang influencer yang memang khusus ngomongin tentang itu. Itu ada teksnya. Nah, ambil aja 4-5 menit gitu ya. Terus dibahas itu tadi dia adalah ngebahas gimana caranya ngoprek mesin F1 misalnya ya. Misalnya. Nah, itu pasti anak-anak dia akan sangat tertarik karena not only they are seeing what they're seeing every day, contextual, and they will also know the parts names in English and how actually to do it in a real life, how they are able to ngoprek it in their own spaces gitu. Dan ini bisa dibawa juga kalau misalnya nanti Miss Wening ngajarnya ke perkantoran. Perkantoran lebih gampang lagi ya, maksudnya banyak irisan dan hal-hal yang bisa dikupas gitu. Tapi khususnya atau tata boga, waduh itu lebih seru lagi pastinya ya, recipes and then we are able to bring the procedure text, how to actually create pizza from what are the ingredients and stuff like that. Tapi on top of my mind untuk anak-anak teknik yang sekarang adalah banyak banget saya ada ponakan dia anak teknik juga SMK juga kelas 2 SMA sekarang. Tontonannya begitu, Miss Wenning. And those are in English as well, because those cars are not available in Indonesia, and those people have very high quality videos as well. Miss Wenning bisa coba cari-cari ini di YouTube. Nah, itu sangat kontekstual yang bisa dihubungkan ke pembelajaran mereka sehari-hari gitu. I hope that helps, Miss Wenning. Yes.
That saya sudah kalau yang itu
Oh, excellent.
ya. Nah, I mean seperti kayak teknik-teknik games untuk reading, especially for reading. Nah, especially for reading. Kalau yang teks-teksnya dibuat kontekstual based on their major sudah. As what I did this morning, I teach simple present. I teach about simple past and past perfect. I use saya gunakan tadi tentang maintenance report. Teksnya itu tentang maintenance report, tentang apa yang ada di bengkel. Nah, itu sudah. Dan step-stepnya dan anak-anak direfleksi tadi, gimana kalian lebih suka dengan seperti kita pakai setiap hari konteks-konteks di bengkel seperti kehidupan sehari-hari, atau kita bicara konteks umum nih kayak percintaan misalnya, percintaan remaja, anak-anak wah enak yang bengkel kayak gini. Nah, cuma saya sendiri kayak I need a new teknik yang mana yang kayak lebih seru gitu loh. Kayak
Yes,
tadi kayak writing detection misalnya. Meskipun teksnya itu masih teks-teks yang berbau-bau bau-bau workshop gitu, masih tentang
iya,
bengkel mereka, tentang bengkel, tapi kayak tekniknya gitu loh, biar lebih seru gitu.
iya, iya. Salah satu lagi, which is Miss Manning udah melakukan ya. Memang yang
Nah,
paling
terus ya.
uh, tidak hanya seru tapi nancep adalah role play. Karena mereka, misalnya kita ada role play, oke, ada orang datang mau servis apa gitu ya. So what are the
Hmm.
lines that you as the owner of the workshop need to say, and that person that come to your place and ask for the car to be repaired, what are the lines that they need to read. Jadi conversational. Nah, ini yang lebih nancep dan mereka lebih familiar dan lebih hafal sama kata-kata yang digunakan sesuai dengan apa yang mereka lakukan sehari-hari gitu ya. Jadi role play, hadirkan suasana bengkel, which is kalau di vocational kan suasananya sudah bengkel banget gitu ya. Jadi bener-bener diadain meja di pojok. Oke, kalau mau datang daftar di sini. Kalau mau daftar ngomongnya apa gitu. Nah, mungkin ini hal yang bisa dicoba if you haven't tried. But yes, and tadi seperti kalau tadi saya pakai konteksnya Harry Potter ya, banyak banget ESL
Mm-mm.
movies tentang kita kan ada film apa sih situ Bu yang apa sih tentang mobil balap-balapan tuh kan banyak banget dan itu banyak orang-orang iseng yang motong-motong itu untuk latihan ESL. Nah, coba mungkin genre filmnya yang dicari sesuai dengan apa kontekstualnya mereka gitu ya, Miss Wenning.
Let me try find the movie then. Thank you,
Okay.
Miss Tia.
Good luck, good luck. Thank you, Miss Wenning. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Baik, terima kasih banyak Miss Wening atas pertanyaannya. Terima kasih juga Miss Tia. Semoga bisa membantu Miss Wening. Baik, apakah masih aman Miss Tia ini untuk lanjut ke sesi diskusi?
Iya, silakan. Sepertinya
Aman
ada
ya?
pertanyaan di kolom chat ya.
Baik, mohon ditunggu. Oke, ini ada Bapak Irfan. Selamat malam, Mr. Irfan. Bisa on microphone? Bisa langsung ngobrol saja, tidak apa-apa. Silakan, sudah on ini kebetulan.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Irfan. Do we have you on the line? Oh, I don't think the audio is working. Test. Okay. It's okay. I will try to answer verbally, Ms. Shafika. Mr. Irfan's question is how to change the students' mindset that although they're not foreigners, but English still very important for their future. Wah, saya pengen tahu nih, Mr. Irfan ngajar kelas berapa ya? Jadi tahu di level mana kita bisa manas-manasin, ngompor-ngomporin students kita. Oke. Salah satu cara ya, ini cara yang cukup ampuh yang bisa saya bawakan ke peserta didik saya adalah ngompor-ngomporin sama orang-orang di sekitar kita yang kehidupannya terangkat, ekonominya terangkat. Salah satunya adalah karena faktor bahasa asing yang dikuasai. Karena memang ini bekal banget untuk masa depan, membuka opportunity, more opportunities in the future, and also more networking, more, not only opportunity to work and get better income, but also the opportunities to meet new people and gain networking and even communicating with your idol over the social media. It's how important they are to learn English. So yeah, motivate them, Mr. Irfan. Motivate them with people surround them. Jangan yang jauh-jauh gitu ya. Jangan lantas dibawakan siapa Siapa? Jerem Pauline, ya itu Jeremiah Pauline, saya lupa namanya. Um, ya jangan yang jauh-jauh artis-artis gitu, tapi yang sekitar aja. So if you want better chances in the future, if you want better networking in the future, then this is something that you should try, which is be able to communicate in English, understand in English. Not only English, if you're teaching other languages, Arabic maybe, so you want something else to be gained in the future, so you will need to practice and make it fun, Mr. Irfan. Mereka, apalagi kalau masih anak-anak yang kecil ya, justru murid-murid kita yang masih muda belia itu adalah golden age mereka untuk bisa shape bahasa Inggris mereka in the future. So it is a lot more easier, a lot more fun to teach them as well. So yeah, I hope that short answer can actually answer your question. Thank you, Mr. Irfan. Yeah, Miss Shafika.
Oke, baik, terima kasih banyak Miss Tia Aska atas penjelasannya. Sudah cukup, Mr. Irfan? Atau ada pertanyaan lanjutan? Ya, sepertinya mikrofonnya terkendala ini, Miss Tia.
Okay.
Oke,
Sure, not
tidak
a
apa-apa.
problem.
Mr. Irfan, terima kasih banyak kalau begitu. Sepertinya juga sudah tidak ada lagi pertanyaan yang masuk di kolom komentar maupun live streaming YouTube, Miss Tia. Maka kita cukupkan terlebih dahulu ya untuk sesi diskusi pada malam hari ini. Sekali lagi terima kasih banyak Miss Tia Aska atas penyampaian materinya di pertemuan yang kedua. Terima kasih juga Bapak Ibu yang sudah hadir untuk kembali belajar dan berdiskusi bersama pada pertemuan kedua. Nanti masih ada satu pertemuan lagi ya Bapak Ibu ya. Silakan bisa disimak infonya di grup peserta untuk pelaksanaan kegiatan besok, pendataan sertifikat, dan hal-hal lain sebagainya akan admin kami infokan di grup peserta Bapak Ibu. Kita lanjut ke sesi dokumentasi terlebih dahulu. Jika Bapak Ibu tidak terkendala, boleh bisa langsung mengaktifkan kameranya dan memberikan senyuman terbaiknya. Saya mulai dari slide pertama, Bapak Ibu. Siap ya, saya hitung mundur. Baik, 3, 2, 1. Baik, slide berikutnya, slide kedua, 3, 2, 1. Oke, sudah cukup Bapak Ibu semua. Terima kasih banyak bagi yang sudah mengaktifkan kameranya. Sebelum saya akhiri, saya akan kembalikan kepada Miss Tiaska untuk bisa menyampaikan closing statement-nya. Silakan, Miss.
Baik, terima kasih Miss Shafika, Bapak dan Ibu, semangat terus. Sometimes we need to have more effort memang, lowering down our level atau meet them where they are. Ketemu sama anak-anak kita dengan apa yang mereka gemari saat ini ya, agak sulit karena nambah kerjaan lagi gitu ya. Tapi mungkin saya hanya ulang apa yang saya share kemarin, Bapak dan Ibu, semoga menjadi motivasi untuk diri juga. What we teach today can change someone else's future, Bapak dan Ibu. So what you are giving them today, it could be seeds for you to be able to see them on top one day. So yeah, tetap semangat dan jangan lupa bahagia ya Bapak dan Ibu ya. Thank you, Miss Shafika.
Baik, terima kasih kembali Miss Tia Aska atas penyampaian closing statement-nya juga atas pertemuan kita pada malam hari ini. Senang sekali bisa berjumpa bersama Miss Tia dan Bapak Ibu semua. Membersamai Bapak Ibu semua di malam hari ini, harapannya semoga bisa berjumpa kembali Bapak Ibu di pertemuan-pertemuannya berikutnya. Untuk itu, Bapak Ibu, saya cukupkan terlebih dahulu pertemuan kita di malam hari ini. Semoga apa yang sudah disampaikan Miss Tia tentunya bisa bermanfaat bagi Bapak Ibu semua dan bisa diimplementasikan di kelas Bapak Ibu masing-masing. Sehat dan semangat terus Bapak Ibu. Saya akhiri. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Salam guru era digital. Guru tetap belajar walau sudah mengajar. Terima kasih banyak Miss Tia, Miss Vina, Miss Mariam. Kemudian ada Miss Syukria, Miss Hernita, Mr. Sutri Hadi, kemudian ada Miss Birgita juga, Miss Rehana, Miss Wiwin, Miss Suhasneli. Baik, terima kasih banyak Bapak Ibu. Disilakan bisa langsung beristirahat, kemudian meninggalkan ruang Zoom meeting ya. Sampai jumpa kembali pada pertemuan berikutnya.